Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into basic types, giving your variable superpowers the smarter, safer code. If you're ready to stop guessing what your variables are up to, let's get started. Section 1. What are basic types? In JavaScript, a variable can hold anything. 1 minute it's a number, next minute a string. TypeScript lets you strictly define what a variable can hold, making your code more reliable. Let's meet the stars of the show, the basic types. Section 2. The core basic types. First up, number. Integers or decimals, it's all just number in TypeScript. Here, age and temperature are numbers, simple and precise. Next, string, single quotes, double quotes, or backticks, your choice. Here, username and greeting are strings. Notice how we can even embed variables inside a string using backticks. That's called a template literal. Now, boolean, it's just true or false. Super simple. Line and has permission are booleans, either true or false. Perfect for conditions and decisions. Moving on to any, the wildcard type that disables type checking. Any means literally anything. We first set random value to a string, then change it to a number, and TypeScript doesn't complain. But be careful, using any too much defeats the purpose of TypeScript's safety. Next, void, used for functions that return nothing. A void function is like a messenger that talks but brings back no souvenirs. It doesn't return any value. And finally, null and undefined both represent absence of value. Null means intentional absence, undefined means no assignment yet. Section 3. Type annotations versus type inference. Quick topic: type annotations versus type inference. Type annotation means you explicitly tell TypeScript the type. Here, we tell TypeScript straight up, hey, count is a number, clear and strict. Type inference means TypeScript guesses the type based on the value. Here, we didn't specify the type, the TypeScript is smart enough to guess. Okay, score is obviously a number. That's inference at work. Pro tip, always annotate for functions and complex structures. Section 4. Practical example. Let's put it all together with a real example. Define a name, an age, and an employment status, all strongly tagged. Function introduce, name, string, age, number, employed, boolean, void. Our introduce function takes in a name, an age, and employment status, and then loads a friendly message. When we call it, everything is clear, predictable, and type safe. In the previous lesson, we learned about how to use and set up auto compilation with TS, March. In another terminal, run and live with TS node basic dash types.t. Every time you say the .ts, just rerun TS node to see updated results. If you don't have TS node installed in the terminal type, npm install -g-ts-null. Then check with the command test-null-version. If the version appears, keeps installed successfully. Section 5. Summary. And that's a wrap on basic types in TypeScript. You now have a solid grip on numbers, strings, booleans, any, void, null, and undefined, plus how TypeScript thinks about types. Section 6. What's next? In the next lesson, we're going to level up even more by talking about arrays, tuples, and enums. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.